Saturday. It's been a crazy day. But today I think is what we're going to do is we're going to try to flush the fuel system out. And for that, I got a filter. And down here, I got a very special battery. If you know what those come out of, you can put it down there in the comments. And I had 5 gallons of gas I just went down and got, so we're gonna see what that fuel filter collects, and I'll show you how I do that. So we got a Faucet electric fuel pump, and I originally bought it to put in my camper to make it a electric water pump for pumping water up to the sink, but I never got around to installing that, so we're going to use it today for its intended purpose. And so we're going to hook this up to the fuel line, to the fuel filter, or it's going to go fuel line to fuel filter to pump, and then back to the gas can. And hopefully anything that's sitting in the bottom of the tank will clear out and look normal, or the filter will catch it. So I ran into a little snag. 1/4 inch line, it's 5/16. I'm going to show you how to make the full 1/4 inch fit temporarily on the 5/16. Take your fuel hose, long needle nose pliers, shove it into the end like this, and just work it down there, and you can see it'll stretch it out. And you pull it apart, give it a little stretch. And now it looks quite a bit wider. I think it'll go on the car just fine. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but you will see it. Now, which end was I stretching? This one. Way down here next to my oil filter, I got my fuel line. Well, we got it on there barely, but I'm going to be sucking up to it, so I'm not too worried about it. Ooh, let's not scratch the car. So, that end to the fuel line, then the fuel filter, then the thumper pump. Oh, I got that backwards. Look at the fuel flow. Okay. So this pump, once I supply power to it from the battery, it's going to pump right into the fuel can after I fill the gas tank up full. I thought I had a short piece of fuel line. Guess I don't. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my connections, wrap them around these bolts because it's temporary, and I use these wires as test wires, leads, all sorts of different things. They just need to make a connection for, I don't know, 1 hour, 2 hours. I wonder if I hooked 24 volts up to it, if they would pump twice as fast. Double the power, twice as fast. Probably just burn the pump out. Now, the whole time that I've had this car, the gas tank has seemed to be emptied. And, well, this is the first time I'm ever putting gas in it, so I don't even know how to do that. So I started to panic for a minute because this good old car has a locking gas cap in it. had to run in, ask my wife, hey, where's the other set of keys? And I thankfully had found these ones buried in the back of my toolbox about 3 months ago when I did have the garage clean. And she said, oh, they're right here, honey. I'm going to guess that it's this one that says gas on it. Oh. Oh. Look at that, it went in. And I hope I got a funnel big enough. So let's put the gas in it. It's not much of an angle. This is going to be a disaster. 5 gallons. Oh, I planned this. I wonder if there's a better way I can set this funnel up. Nope, that's kind of how it likes to go in. That would be semi-good. I'm stuck with what I got to work with. So we're going to put gas in it. We'll get back to you in a minute. So now that I got about 5 gallons of gas in the tank, I shook it around a bunch. And now we're going to hook up the clicky-clacky thumper pump to this battery. And I got the, and we're going to see what we get. Hopefully everything goes good. Should pump it right into this filter and then back into the fuel tank. And it's not going to do that because why? This battery's dead? Great. Alright, take 2. There it comes. Oh yeah, it's collecting tons of dirt. I'll get you down in here close. So this is exactly why we did this, because look at all that dirt that it's already collecting. Now, you know, come first startup, I'm going to start this car up and it just might throw all that stuff into the carburetor and clog it all up, and I don't want that. I want to give this every possible chance to fire up and run right. So we're going to let this run for a while and see where it gets. Another thing I'm doing is I'm underneath the car checking for leaks while this fuel's running right through it. And these thumper pumps that I'm using, they also work good if you're going from if you're putting like a carburetor on here and you want to go with like electric fuel pump. They work pretty good for that. You know, carburation doesn't take a lot of PSI to operate it. Well, I did the math on it, and I think that's that little pump does 10 gallons per hour. I think that's what it's rated for. Because I put 5 gallons in the car, and it took it about 30 minutes to pump out the 5 gallons. We did a good job. We collected some dirt. I'm gonna go ahead and fill it up and run it through again just a couple times. Probably make sure that everything is fleshed out for a starter run, and then I got another fuel filter on order. It's one of those plastic ones that you can take apart and clean out, and I'm getting one of those just so if I am driving this car on its first drive and it shuts down on me because of fuel, I can open it, pull it apart, and shake it out, maybe rinse it out with some brake clean or something. But that one's not going to be the original one. That one probably could be back flushed, used for a dirt bike or something else later on down the road. I don't know. We'll see what it collects next go around. Well, we're on round 2. I had a thought. What if I could take like a super soaker on a fuel hose and suck up the fuel and into that tank. Kind of pressure wash the inside of it. It might be a multi-million-dollar tool, product. The one tool you can't live without. I don't think so. Well, we're on to round 2. It's not really pulling out, so I think it's pretty clean. I'm ecstatic about it. It's just one thing that I could check off the list. We're moving on to other things. We're going to put either the front bumper. We got to put the front bumper on before we put the radiator on, because you got to do that to be able to reach all the clips correctly, because it's like a 3-part bumper. It's got the main frame, the grill, and then it's got the front bullhorn, I guess it'd be called. Actually, I don't think mine's in that great a condition, so I might send it out to get reconditioned and run the car without it for now. Anyway, stay tuned. Click like, subscribe, or subscribe and like. And if you haven't had a chance to yet, go over and check out my wife's channel, Cheapskate Kitchen. I might put a link down there in the description. Thanks for watching, guys. And share the video. Get your other friends involved, or liking it. For those of you who don't know, these Concorde batteries, they're built for airplanes. So this bird's gonna fly. Because this is going in it.